go over a log properly. As I come up to it, I always try and be on the balls of my feet and be kind of in a neutral position on the bike. You don't want to be too far back, or definitely want to be too far forward because you'll stuff the front end into it. So I come into it and I preload the suspension a little bit and dump the clutch some and wheelie into it. And I always try and aim for about 2/3 of the way up the log, try and hit the front tire right at that point, and the bike will kind of compress the front suspension a little bit, and the rebound from the front end compressing will kind of help lift the rear end over the log. And I never get violent on the throttle. I'm always making sure I'm in the meat of the power and don't get violent with it, and it'll just pop right over the other side of the log. And sometimes you might have to try and carry the front end a little bit if it's drops off on the side. So you gotta always make sure your hand's covering the clutch in case you need to do something right afterwards. So, there's the method like I just explained, where you hit the front end about 2/3 of the way up and compress the front wheel. Or what we've been doing in Endurocross a lot lately is if the log is a little bit smaller, you can just hit it in a wheelie, and you'll carry way more speed, and that's definitely the more advanced way of hitting a log. And when you come up to it, most of the time I'm actually slamming on the front brake and even the rear brake sometimes to compress the suspension. And right at that point, right when I compress it, I bend my knees with the suspension, and then as it's rebounding up, I'm pulling up on the bars, releasing the clutch, getting on the gas and doing a wheelie. And you just got to make sure you get the front wheel up high enough, and you'll be worried about the front end dropping, but if it's a good sized log and you commit to it right, you're going to fly right through it like it's not even there. What am I doing? Yeah.